know we had a lot of people signed up today, so hopefully they'll be able to make it. And some people may join a little bit late. I did have a couple people tell me they might not be able to start right on time. Many of you have met me or talked with me or emailed with me, but my name's Terry Keener, and I'm the Behavioral Health Coordinator at the Vegas Strong Resiliency Center. And this is one of the sessions that we wanted to make available to you, and that Trauma Recovery Yoga is supporting us with for Wellness Month. And Jenah is, did I say your name right?
Yes.
Jenah has helped us with some other events. She also was at the concert and is one of TRI's instructors. If you're watching this and you aren't registered with the center, we encourage people to do that. And that way you find out about all the different things that we have going on. And we can keep in touch with you. We are still working remotely. We're not at the building, but we are all available remotely to help with anything that anyone is needing. We do have additional sessions scheduled in September. They'll have a slightly different theme to them. Next month is Self-Care Month, and TRI will also offer a couple of sessions then. And we're also actually trying to get some regular weekly TRI sessions online in place. I don't know how long the paperwork will take for that, but we are working on that just in case, just so you know. If anyone has any questions or concerns, you can let me know. You should receive a request for feedback after the session, and so we appreciate anyone submitting that feedback for us so that we know what we can do to improve or what other things you're looking for. If anyone wants to send a message, but they don't want to share it with everyone, you can use the chat directly to me or directly to Jenah. If you notice in the chat, you can send a message to everyone, or you can send a message just to one person. Do you think there's anything I missed, Jenah?
I think we got it. I was trying to change my name, and I apologize. I am signed into an account called Kids Serve. So that is our nonprofit for our family. So if you see that, or you want to look up Kids Serve on Facebook, or you just want to do Kids Serve with 2 S's at gmail.com, you are welcome to personally contact me after this if you have any questions. And then, of course, TRI has Facebook and YouTube, and Terry can get you in contact with us if you have other questions about today. But if y'all are ready, I realize that there are more participants that will probably be popping in, but I want to utilize our time as best as I can. So welcome. As was mentioned, my name is Jenah, and Joyce was called away today, so I was selected to represent her. Joyce is the founder of Trauma Recovery Yoga and the TRI Method. If you have not heard of it, it is an organization that basically, as far as I feel, it helps people get unstuck from trauma or get unstuck from when they have a job that puts them in a place where they're around people who are in traumatic situations. Now, personally, I am a survivor of multiple childhood traumas, as well as a closed brain injury in 1999. And I am a survivor of October 1. I joined the tribe, and I was trained in the TRI method in October of 2019. I repeated that TRI workshop again in January of 2020 and started to become a TRI method teacher. I will again take the TRI workshop in September. The reason is I learn something new about myself every time I take the workshop. And I love that some people take the workshop and they learn more about themselves and how to be more mindful, and they get unstuck. And then some take the workshop and decide to become teachers of the TRI method and join the tribe. And we have trainers all over the world. We actually have a trainer who is currently working with orphans of ISIS in Iraq and children who were recruited to be sex slaves. And she's also working with refugees. So there's really no limits to the TRI method. This isn't something that we do just here in Las Vegas. So no matter where you are in the world, you can practice with us. The TRI method was created to help Joyce. She was diagnosed with PTSD, and the method was created by a team who came together of mind and body and psychology experts, and they used different techniques in mindfulness, meditation, and yoga to help Joyce get unstuck after a very traumatic experience. Now, I myself have a background in Ashtanga yoga, just like Joyce, and after October 1, 2017, I tried to use yoga to help me get unstuck. Sadly, yoga in its traditional sense was not helping me. It was actually triggering me. And so I am very grateful for the TRI method and its roots in psychology and mindfulness. I have been able, with TRI's self-regulation techniques, to not only get unstuck, but I'm staying unstuck. When new information comes to me that is uncomfortable, I use the self-regulation techniques that I have learned in the TRI method to calm myself and to release the anxiety that's trying to control me and my body and my mind. So with the TRI method, our breath and our movement and our visualization, they all come together to help calm the mind and the body. And we need this post-trauma. We need to release emotion from our body because it gets trapped there after traumatic experiences. And some people, they get stuck in a fight or flight mode. And they become unable to sleep and unable to focus and unable to eat and unable to get back to regular life. And they get stuck in a hypervigilant state. You may know someone like that. You may be someone like that. And scientifically speaking, it's been proven that first responders can also get stuck in a hypervigilant state. So when it's part of the job to help those who have experienced trauma, trauma is then experienced vicariously by that first responder. And then they go home and they try to parent and they try to be present in the home. And that can be very difficult. When we experience trauma, either directly or indirectly, vicariously, no matter how it happens, we become hypervigilant. We cannot continue to live in that state because it becomes toxic to ourselves and to our families. It can not only compromise our emotions, but it can compromise our immune systems as well. There is a definite connection between the mind and the body. And much like me, many people can develop serious physical illness from living in a hypervigilant state. And the body does indeed keep score. So while all this is true, what can we do about it? And what are we doing here today? We acknowledge that trauma is all around us. And some of us may be experiencing symptoms post-trauma, whether it be from work or October 1, or just the current events in the world. But there is good news. With self-care and some self-regulation techniques that I'm going to share with you today, you may be able to help yourself recover long-term. So if you're already in talk therapy or working with some type of medical care like an MD or biofeedback, I applaud you. And for sure, talk therapy is absolutely always recommended by TRI, and we think it is a great coupling or partnership with the movement that we do. So today, do not be frightened that I use the word yoga. We will be staying in our chairs, and I will not be having you do any headstands or twisting your body into any type of pretzels. I'm going to share actually a card with you right now as I'm going to talk about this. This card is available to you. We can get this emailed out to everyone as a PDF. And I'm going to talk to you about this because this is the foundation for the self-regulation that we are going to work with today. And I want you to, in this time together, we're going to learn how to use it and what it's for. And we're going to experience it together. It's going to be fun. And I'm going to teach you in a way that is tutorial. So if you find a tool as a part of one of these 4 things that I share with you, and it works for you, you're going to know why it worked. And you're going to be able to use it again. It's really that simple. So first and foremost, know how important it is. This is science-based. And the most important piece to this is choice. Everything we do in the TRI method is based on choice. Why? Because choice is key. Choice is a very important part of healing. You can do as much or as little as what we work together. In a few minutes, I'm going to pull my chair back. And as we do this, you can do as little or as much as you want. If you want to just sit and observe me and just breathe a little bit, you will benefit. And I'm happy to have you here today. Remember, choice is key. Choice is a part of healing. And choosing things for yourself, that promotes healing. So here it is. Like I said, you're going to get the card in a PDF that was created in response to October 1, 2017. Darwin and Joyce Boson were in their kitchen, basically saying, what are we going to do? They knew that they wanted to help the people who were basically in shock and needed the medicine that trauma recovery yoga and the TRI method can offer. So they made these postcards, and some of the teachers from TRI, they all went down to the places where people were waiting in line for services. And if anybody wanted to try it right then and there, the TRI teachers were there to do it with them. And the intention of the self-regulation is to get people from outside back inside, from worrying about what's going on and what is happening in the world around them and what's the next bad thing that's going to happen, to how can I be peaceful and present with myself in my own space. So the intention of these self-regulation techniques is to just take what's going on outside and let yourself find your own peace and your own presence, even though something is going on outside that your body may not be enjoying and your emotions may not be enjoying. So the first part, there are 4 pieces. The first part is orientation. We gaze down because when we gaze down, we're signaling to the body that all is well and that we are safe. We don't need to look around. So automatically the body begins to calm the central nervous system. And as you're looking down, you're given a task. And by accepting the task of finding 4 colors or noticing 4 textures, when we do that, we begin to feel safe in our own space. So of these 4 self-regulation techniques, the first is orientation, and we begin to see where we are and that there is no danger around us. The second piece is grounding, and that is literally finding the ground. When we're caught in a fight or flight response, we don't even know where our feet are, let alone that there is ground underneath us. And we need to know that we're solid on the ground. So just finding the ground or finding your feet and acknowledging where they are, that may be, for some of us, the one most important piece of the 4. Just realizing where you are, finding your sit bones, and just doing that in your chair together today. We're going to try together. And we will experience these, like I said, in a tutorial, mindful way. The third piece is centering. Centering is like orientation, except it's within your own body. So with orientation, we're trying to find out where we are in the world. With grounding, we're just trying to make sure we're in the world, we're present physically, and we know where we're at. And then with the centering, rather than our space, we're just finding the center of our bodies. And we're just slowly engaging the pelvic floor. I'm going to tell you to press your navel against your spine, and we're just going to start to notice heat in the lower gut. And many of us have probably experienced being off center. A good example of being off center is, have you ever had a moment in your life where you were scared or you were angry and you found yourself saying things and doing things. And it was almost as if you were like watching yourself. And you just weren't present. You didn't have any control over what was coming out of your mouth or what you were doing. That's being off center. So we bring ourselves back to center when we start the centering. The fourth piece is breath. Breath is a great resource. We all breathe every day automatically. But the resource of our breath is presence. You cannot notice your breath and actively pay attention to breathing and also be worried about tomorrow or today or yesterday. Because your breath is happening right now. And if you are present with your breath, then you're present in the moment. If you ask yourself, am I inhaling? And you answer by inhaling, and you notice, I'm inhaling. If you ask yourself, am I exhaling? And then you exhale, you know you're exhaling. Now that's just a brief overview. The card will be a resource for you later. You'll get that and be able to have that with you at all times. What I want to do now is just ask you to please be sitting comfortably in your chair or even on the floor as we go through the self-regulation together. Now, before we do that, I just want to share with you that we have noticed, the Tri-Method teachers, Joyce, Darwin, we've all noticed that when you share this self-regulation, when we're sharing it with others, these techniques, by the way, are unique to the Tri-Method, and they were created by Joyce and Darwin. I want you to just kind of have a little bit of backstory here. Joyce, like I said, she needed to calm herself, her central nervous system. What was noticed is that when Joyce did this, when she practiced these techniques, no matter where she was, they became a vehicle that was calming her central nervous system. And it was taking her out of the worry of the past and out of worry for the future. And when she practiced this 3 to 4 times a week, she was actually curing her mind and body and calming her body's fight or flight response. The body is capable of calming itself, but she needed her, like a reminder. She needed to work with her body to remind her body to do it. And after a time, her body started to automatically do it. And what that means is that when you're actively practicing and reminding the body over and over again what it's capable of, and you get the body into a homeostasis over and over and over again, then, like when Joyce would hear a trigger or something would happen out in the world, or a smell, something, a sound, whatever it would be, that would trigger her trauma, she would automatically begin to notice her feet on the ground. She would feel the center of her body. She would focus on her breath, and it would calm herself down. And she wouldn't have to run out of Target or wherever she was. That's the magic of self-regulation. And not only did it work in the practice she was doing 3 to 4 times a week, but it began to work even when she wasn't practicing. Now, for some people, that time can be 20 days. For some people, it may be twice a week for 20 days. Time is really dependent on the length and depth of your own recovery. So what I share with you today, and when you do this self-regulation and you to get together, we're going to try together, we're going to string this with some yoga practice. But I'm telling you that it will make no difference as long as you're doing the self-regulation pieces if you want to choose to practice these tools long term. And I'm proof. I have been practicing, like I said, since October 2019, these techniques. And I am mentally healthier than I have been in a very long time. I just experienced a great loss on Wednesday, just 2 days ago. And I found myself sitting down. I didn't need to pull out the card. I just found myself sitting on the stairwell and going through just 2 out of those 4 techniques. And then I was able to get through my day. I have noticed also that when we work with first responders, they tend to gravitate towards one or two of the four pieces. So allow yourself, whether you are a survivor or responder, to just notice which of these four pieces that we're going to do together you're drawn to, which piece fits with you, and then practice them as often as you can. And notice that most of these you can do whether you are driving or sitting in a chair or at your desk at work, or even if you're on the toilet. I'm not kidding. I've had to use these techniques in different places of my life over the last 10 months. Whenever and wherever, they are accessible to you. And that is what self-care is about. I want to mention to you that self-care is not what everybody considers self-care. Some people these days are confusing self-care with self-indulgence. Now, having a massage once a week or once a month or getting a facial, these are all great things. And if you enjoy them, you should do them. But I want to give you an analogy. If you have a puppy or a kitten or a small child or a toddler, imagine that they were sitting around all day, bugging you, poking at you. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. I need to go outside and go potty. I need a fresh diaper. And finally, at the end of the day, you finally decided to go ahead and change that diaper or let them go potty or give them food. Or maybe you waited for an entire week before you did it. They're not going to be that healthy. Guess what? You are that kitten. You are that puppy. You are that baby. You are asking yourself for things all day long, all week long. And you're not present enough with yourself to do it. And you're denying yourself. You need to respond to your body and get up and walk away from the computer sometimes. You need to just look up and outside at the sky. You need to stretch. You need to breathe. Whatever it is. So that's what these self-regulation techniques, that's what these techniques do. In these moments, you do not even need to leave your chair. You can just sprinkle some of these techniques into your day. Just one of them, two of them, over and over again. Change them up. Take a few minutes to do that during the day, and you will help release that anxiety or that excess energy. It's simply too much energy trapped in your body. Those of us who have experienced trauma, we have a hard time sitting still. You've probably noticed I can't stop moving. But I am present with you, and I have the ability to be joyful now, much more than I was before, because I am integrating these techniques into my life. We sometimes get so preoccupied with the anxiousness and overabundance of the energy in our bodies that it's calling us to move. So let's do that. Let's move. Let me get my chair back here so I have a little bit more room and you all can see me a little bit more. We're going to do these self-regulation techniques. I'm going to be in my chair. My chair is my safe space. Your chair is your safe space. If you want to sit down on the ground and give yourself more room, that's fine. But again, it's really a lot of upper body movement more than anything else. I want you to be very aware that this is a safe space. There is no judgment here. Some of you have your video on pause. I can't see you, and it wouldn't matter because all I want you to know is that this is your chair, your yoga, your way. And you have the choice to do, like I said earlier, as little or as much of this as you want. You want to just watch me flipping my arms around? You have that choice. I am going to sit in my chair. I'm going to do the postures. I'm going to guide you. And I am going to talk the entire time. This is a scientifically speaking, this is like a real thing. It's not just me being crazy girl who keeps talking. It's called micro-cueing. And micro-cueing is very helpful post-trauma because we have a lot of chatter going on in our minds. And if we sit in silence, some of us, you may have noticed, your mind will take you to some dark, scary corners. And we're going to avoid that today by my micro cueing so that you can do the movements and go through these techniques and your mind can stay occupied by hearing me and the tasks that I'm going to ask you to do. You choose whether you want to do it or not. Today, my room is staying bright. There's not going to be any music, and over this next about 15 minutes or so, it's all about you and your chair. In this room, the room you're in, choice is key. It's your body, your yoga practice, and it is practice. It's not yoga perfect. Yoga is medicine, not pain. Nothing that we do is going to hurt you, and if it does start to hurt for any reason, change the way your position is in your chair. No pain, no judgment. This is your yoga, your way, your rules. Now, I am going to speak science, not Sanskrit, for those of you who are familiar with any thoughts of yoga. Honestly, I speak sarcasm way better than Sanskrit anyway, so you don't even want me to try to do it that way. Again, if you want to sit and watch me, you're welcome. It's still yoga practice. Even if I do all the work, you're still practicing because breath is yoga. And if you keep breathing, you're practicing yoga. So congratulations, today you're doing yoga. Take a deep breath. Just kind of get yourself thinking about what is this crazy girl going to do? And we'll get started with self-regulation. As I mentioned earlier, first part, orientation. I want you to just take a moment to look around where you're sitting. Look around the room that you're in. Find yourself in the room. What are 4 colors, 4 textures, 4 objects? Or simply look down at your hands and your feet. Next, find your sit bones. Let's get grounded to the earth. You may sit with your legs in front of you. For me, I like to cross my legs in my chair. Whatever is comfortable for you, you do you. There is no right or wrong. We're just tuning into our bodies. This is grounding. It's as simple as noticing your sit bones or your feet or whatever is making contact with the chair. Whatever's holding you up. Notice your hands. Go ahead and rest your hands on your legs. No reason to point a finger or make a fist. All is well. I am safe. Notice the way your shoulders begin to drop toward the ground. And gravity is going to just gently begin to coax your chin towards your chest. Closing your eyes at this point signals to the body, I am safe. There is no reason to look about. Notice how your breath begins to soften. Engage your pelvic floor like you're trying to suppress urine. Press your navel towards your spine. Create some heat and stoke a fire in your gut as you start to breathe in and out. Notice a few of those breaths. Breath is presence. Noticing your breath is the quickest way to calm and the quickest way to release anxiety. Notice as you're breathing in and out that there is no reason to pant. Breathing in and out through your nose, allow your breath to pass through your eyes. Allow your breath to playfully dance and clear away stagnant energy in your mind. Inhale your body big like a balloon. Allow your breath to just slow naturally by counting to 5. 5 as you inhale, and 5 as you exhale. Inhale from the chest. Feel your ribs moving together, pushing that navel all the way to the spine. Exhale, 3, 4, 5. Inhale from the bottom up, big belly, proud heart. Feel your eyes cool and sparkle. And then exhale again from the top. 2, 3, 4, 5. And just let that chin drop. Let your shoulders drop. Again, inhale from the bottom up, big belly, proud heart, sparkling eyes. 3, 4, 5. And then exhale, let it all out. Dropping the chin to the chest. Pushing it all out of that belly. Now, keeping your eyes closed or your gaze down at the floor, take a moment to scan your body from the top of your head to the tips of your fingers and toes. Just imagine a light kind of crossing all the way from every body part. Allow your breath to go back to normal, its normal rhythm, just inhaling and exhaling as you scan that body as if the light is just crossing over your forehead, your chest, your abdomen, your hips, your legs, your feet. And now keeping your eyes closed or softly gazing down towards your mouth or nose, we're going to move into some neck rolls. So as you inhale, you drop your right ear to your right shoulder, and then your head goes back. And as you exhale, you do left ear to left shoulder and chin down to chest. Keep breathing. Keep moving your neck. Inhaling to the right and back. Exhaling to the left and down, chin to chest. Breathing in and out. Imagine that there is a gigantic flashlight on the top of your head. And this big light is just shining. And that same light of joy, excitement, love, it's shining as you just roll your neck, making a big circle all the way around the top of the room. And continue breathing. And then as your shoulder drops down, as you're coming back and around, inhaling and exhaling, you're hearing some popping and cracking. That's completely normal. That's just your body releasing stagnant energy. And then on the exhale, just drop your chin to chest and pause. I am safe. I am shining. I am breathing. And now the neck rolls to the opposite direction. We're going to inhale left ear to left shoulder and back. And exhale right ear to right shoulder and chin to chest. Not restricting any movement. Keep your pelvic floor engaged. Keep moving that neck. Notice how your sit bones are nice and anchored to the earth. Hear your breath. Let your breath be the music. Your body is the dance. On that next exhale, just drop your chin to chest and pause. I am whole. I am energy. I am movement. Inhale, lift your eyes back to center. Lift your head and look forward and take your right hand, separate your fingers as wide as you possibly can and lift that right hand. Let it float up to the sky. Take your left hand, separate those fingers, and let it just kind of rest gently on the left side, maybe on your left thigh, maybe grabbing onto the left side of your chair. Push your navel towards your spine. Gaze up at the middle finger of your right hand, and just gently, as you inhale, lift the spine, and as you exhale, move that right hand over towards the left side of your body. Just a nice side crunch arm raise. Again, you're lifting the spine as you inhale, and then as you exhale, crunching that side right arm over towards the left side, pushing the navel towards the spine, gazing up at that right finger, raising your eyebrows, bat your eyelashes, let some light in. I'm happy, I'm lifted, I am lit. Now go ahead and gaze up, center, put both arms up towards the sky, and take that right hand, maybe wiggle it a little bit, and let the right hand drop down onto your right thigh or onto the right side of the chair. As you inhale, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, bring the left hand over the body, reaching towards the right side. Maybe you want to look up at that left hand and smile, let some light in, help clear away a blue mood. Maybe you prefer to look down at the right side of your body, feeling more grounded. Either way, you inhale and lift, and you exhale and pull that left side over more. On your next inhale, just push away with the right side. Have both hands reaching up to the ceiling again. Push those shoulders back and down. Engage that pelvic floor one more time. Tilt your head back a little further. Lift those shoulders. Feel a little stretch across the chest and your throat. I am vulnerable. I am opening. I am safe. Now, choice is key here, and I want you to give yourself permission to exercise the power of choice. We're turning judgment into curiosity, and we're trying to enjoy ourselves. We're giving ourselves some time, some self-care. We're letting go of keeping up with the Joneses, comparing ourselves to everybody else. So notice your hands, notice your feet. Feel the strength in your arms and legs as you lift those arms a little higher, and say to yourself, I am powerful, I am intelligent, and I am grateful for this time I'm giving myself. On your inhale, gaze forward, hear your breath. Look up at those hands again and imagine in between your hands is a beautiful, eco-friendly, biodegradable balloon in whatever color is your favorite. It's clean, it's bright, and it's ready to float away. Now you have a big marker in your hand as well. Take that marker, write a woe from the past on that balloon. These are the things that are holding you back from presence and peace today. These are things that are not in your control, things that you're not responsible for, and today we're letting them go. Write it down and let's give it away. We're going to let it float away. It's time to give it up. So on your inhale, lift that balloon up a little higher. And on the exhale, separate your hands, shine your light on that balloon and blow it away. Let that balloon float away. Separate your hands. Let your hands just gently fall back down to your legs. Shine your light, blow it away. Watch it get smaller and smaller. I am letting go. I am free. Exhale with those hands down. Take a nice big inhale. Lift your arms back up to the sky. Gaze up. Engage your pelvic floor. Keep your shoulders away from those ears. They're not earrings, even though they try to be. And again, lift those arms. And between your hands, you have another bright, beautiful, biodegradable, eco-friendly balloon in your favorite color. Clean, bright, ready to float away. Lean back a little bit more. Shine your heart. You have another big marker. And again, we're going to write all over this balloon. But this time, we're going to write our dreams. What are the things that you have been holding in? Secretly, you're screaming, oh, I want this, but you haven't told anyone. You've been hiding it in your heart. We're not doing that anymore today. We're going to write it all over the balloon. All our dreams that we're building up inside of us. Write it down. We're going to release it to the universe. I am ready. Bring it on, 2020. So on that inhale, lift up that balloon higher. And on the exhale, separate your hands. Shine your light on that balloon. Blow it away. Watch it get slower, smaller and smaller. Slowly move those arms down to your thighs. Resting those arms and hands on your thighs. I am open. I am breathing. I am ready. I am accepting. As you inhale, gaze forward and exhale, cross your arms in front of you, bending the elbows. As you just give yourself some love. I am alive. I am love. I am strong. Inhale, Release. Cross those arms in the opposite direction and give yourself another hug. I am unstoppable. I am alive still, and I am still lovable. Inhale, release the arms out again. And when you exhale, bring them in and cross one elbow over the other while placing the palms together. It's okay if the palms don't touch completely. Maybe one arm, that little palm is hitting your wrist. It's okay. Whatever's comfortable. These are our eagle arms. I got this. I'm amazing. Inhale, release those arms. Exhale, bring them back in. Opposite. Again, if your palms aren't touching, mine aren't. Don't worry. Maybe you're just touching wrist. I'm smiling. Those arms go. Reach those arms up. Exhale, put your palms at your side. Keep your feet about hip distance apart. At this point, I go ahead and I release my legs from the way I had them, kind of crisscross applesauce. I have my feet now on the floor. You may need to sit up a little bit in your chair to do this. Gaze down at your feet. We're going to build a mountain while sitting in our chair. One piece at a time from the ground up. I want you to notice your feet. Inhale, lift those toes off the floor. Lift your kneecaps. Feel your quads get engaged. Tuck your tailbone under. Push the navel towards the spine. Shine your heart up towards your face. Separate your fingertips. Shine your palms down towards the ground. Shoulder blades start to get laced up like you have shoelaces behind you. Your heart feels stretched as you're tucking your chin down. Now take a deep breath from your toes to your eyes. Feel your body. It's like it's clenching in all these different places. Exhale, push that breath out all the way to the bottom of the feet, like you're trying to shoot your feet up off the ground. And inhale again from your toes all the way to your eyes. Deep inhale, push, push, push. When you can't take any more breath in, hold it, hold it. I'm going to count backwards. And when I get to 1, release every muscle in your breath all at once. 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Scan your body. How does it feel? Do you notice any changes? Do you feel any heat? I am doing this. I am breathing. I am amazing. Inhale. Move forward in your seat just a little bit more so you can reach your right arm up to the sky. And exhale as you bend that right hand back to touch your back. Behind your back, put that palm against your back and then slide the left hand down and behind to try to meet up with your right hand. Again, maybe you just have a little finger from one hand touching the other. These are our elephant ears. And it's okay if your hands are not actually touching. We're trying. So just try and smile. Have fun with this. I am playful. I am pushing myself. Release. Inhale. Reach that left hand up. Put the palm back on your back. Take your right hand behind from below. See if you can get him to touch. I cannot make my hands touch this side. Some of us, our arms just stretch differently one side to the other. It's okay. Give yourself permission to keep trying. Keep smiling. I am joyful and I am hopeful. Release your arms. Take a breath. Shake it out. Inhale, exhale. We are going to build a boat. Sitting in our chair, place your feet on the floor about 1/2 leg distance from your seat. Your hands beside your hips. We're going to build whatever type of boat you love. It could be a rowboat, it could be a sailboat. Just let your eyes float up in front of you, maybe towards the wall that's in front of you. And when you inhale, you're going to lift your feet up off the ground, lift your hands up off the chair. Another way to do this is to have your feet on the floor and your hands just holding onto the back of your thighs. But as you're leaning back, just a little bit, you're going to feel a shake, a tremor in your body. That shake is your body releasing fear, letting it go. Fear is the only thing stopping us from doing anything. Fear is uninvited, and we are going to evict it today. You are the boss of your body. Feel the tremor. Take it further. Lean back. Maybe those lines are straight, your legs out in front of you. Maybe they're not. Maybe your legs are bent. Maybe you're just holding on to those thighs and leaning back with the back. If you have to reach higher with your arms or open up, let the boat shake. Imagine fear is leaving your body with every shake, every tremor. You are scaring fear away. Cross your right ankle over your left. Float the legs and hands back down. Woo! Take a nice long breath. Push it out. Fold forward. And then come back up into your chair. Lean back one more time. Engage your pelvic floor again. Get back into another boat. Find that shake again. Release that fear. Lifting those arms and those legs as best as you can. Maybe again, you're just holding on to the thighs as you lean back. Find your shake. I am brave. I am unstoppable. Woo, float those hands back down to the chair. Let those ankles go back to the floor. We're going to do one last boat. Let's make this one really count. See if you can get those arms lifted off those thighs. See if you can get those legs lifted. All the way up in the air. Last boat. Let's really tell fear, sorry, folks. I don't care what you think. Fear is leaving me today. Lift those arms, lift those legs. Feel that shake. Let it go. Woo, cross those legs, hands and feet down to the floor. Shake it out. Woo! I am happy. I am alive. Now, arms and legs dropping down. Put your hands back into your lap and find a comfortable position as we remain sitting down. If you're sick of hearing my voice, go ahead. You can tune me out. Whatever's going to make you feel safe. Give yourself this gift of a closing meditation. Just go ahead and choose a soft gaze or close your eyes. Start to scan your body. Get comfortable in your chair. Shake out those shoulders if you need to. Rest the palms of your hands down on your thighs, wherever they need to be to feel comfortable. Maybe you're just going to kind of lean back in the chair a little. Choose a soft gaze. Close your eyes. Maybe you're just looking down at your nose. Start to scan your body from the crown of your head to the tips of your fingers. Imagine that beam of light. Notice the energy that you've created. And then let that light start at your forehead. Imagine it's like a flashlight just slowly scanning your body. Your forehead, your eyes, your mouth, your neck, your shoulders. Slowly, the light is moving down your body, piece by piece. Your elbows, your torso, your hips, everywhere the light touches, notice the unwinding, the unraveling, the melting away, the letting go. Allow yourself to see a gratitude slideshow in your mind. What has made you happy? What makes you happy? As these images are floating through your mind, I invite you to listen to these words, possibly repeating them to yourself. May I be well, happy, and peaceful. May love come to me. May strength come to me. May harmony come to me. May my family be well, happy, and peaceful. May love come to them. May harmony come to them. May strength come to them. May my friends be well, happy, and peaceful. May love come to them. May strength come to them. May harmony come to them. May my neighbors be well, happy, and peaceful. May love come to them. May strength come to them. May harmony come to them. May my enemies be well, happy, and peaceful. May love come to them. May strength come to them. May harmony come to them. May all living beings be well, happy, and peaceful. May love come to them. May strength come to them. May harmony come to them. May the entire world be filled with love and peace. Now inhale as you reach your arms up. Stretch out a little bit. Pull those arms back in and give yourself a hug. Exhale, keeping your eyes soft as you release those arms, gently resting them on your legs as we close our practice. Inhale and exhale, just filling your body with grace and gratitude. Thank you so much for sharing this space with me. I do hope that one of these 4 self-regulation techniques sticks with you. You will be receiving this PDF at some point soon. I'm assuming it might be coming from Terry. And there is a special code available for those of you who would like it for the September workshop for TRI. So you can feel free to contact the Vegas Strong Recovery Center. And I am certainly available for a few moments if you have any questions. Again, I'm happy if you want to unmute yourself. I can do the best I can to ask them. And if you are feeling uncomfortable with asking anything right now, again, kidsserve, KIDS, serve at gmail.com is directly to me. And if you want to search out the TRI method on Facebook, you can certainly contact us there as well. We also have a Facebook page, thetrimethod.com. That is where you can learn more about the September workshop. So, thank you. And I hope that I have brought a little bit of the self-regulation magic to your day, and you can carry that on through the weekend. Trying to see if I see anybody. Oh, thank you. You are very welcome. You are very welcome.
Thank you, and it's good to see you guys again. I'm glad you guys are here.
All right, without further ado, if no one has any questions, we'll close this out. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. And again, by all means, if you have any questions, reach out to us. The trimethod.com website does have some information, again, like I said, about the September workshop. This workshop is not to become a teacher. If you want to become a teacher, that's phenomenal. But you can actually attend this Zoom, totally online workshop just for yourself and learn some new things about yourself. So it's Friday. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. And I hope to see you again on something else here with Zoom. And Vegas Strong, baby. Love y'all.